Welcome back, 6th grade. Let's see how you did with your assignment on page 469. I've drawn the box plot that matches the student heights data. The first thing I did was to put the data in order from least to greatest. And what I found is because there were 11 students, there was an odd number of data values. So the middle value, the median, was very clear at 48. So that point is shown here in the box plot. Okay? And so then that means that we have 5 data values on either side of the median. So again, an odd number, so we can clearly find the middle value without having to average anything. So 46 is the lower quartile, so it gets put on the left-hand side of the box. 52 is the upper quartile, which you can see over here. It is on the right side of the box. And then we can put our least and greatest values of 45 and 57. And those become the whiskers as they are drawn to the box. Now this is an interesting looking box and whisker plot because it has a very short whisker on the left hand side and a very long whisker on the right hand side. And that's still a distribution of values, that 1/4 of the values are in each section. 1/4 are on this below the lower quartile, 1/4 to the median, 1/4 to the upper quartile, and 1/4 to the greatest value. So the question asked, how could they have collected this data? Well, we could have, they could have measured in class by other students or by a teacher. In my classroom, sometimes we have tape measure against a wall so we can measure ourselves. So I'm sure that was the method that was used. What else could we do? What other student data might be collected from to plot this way? Well, you could do test scores, you could do shoe sizes, you could do ages, all kinds of possibilities. So you also did number 4. This was on page 468. I might have told you the wrong page in the video. What you should have found when you listed, you were looking for range for Chicago and Miami for average high temperatures. And so if you list them in order from least to greatest and subtract the lower from the least from the greatest, you would find Miami has a range of 15 degrees and Chicago has a range of 53 degrees. And the question was which city's data has a greater range? That would be Chicago. Okay, we're going to do this next problem together. It says RBIs, runs batted in. This is a baseball statistic. For 15 players from the 2010 Seattle Mariners are shown, and that's the data we're going to use. So here are RBIs. That's the number of runs batted in. Okay, first thing we're going to do is order from least to greatest on that line. So pause the video and go ahead and do that, please. Okay, so when there's a lot of data like this, you probably want to double check that you have the correct number of values. You should have 15 values listed, ranging from 4 as the least to 64 as the greatest. So the first question is to find the median, even or odd number of values, so that makes it a little bit simpler. So we're going to start on the outside and work our way to the middle. And it looks like 29 is the median. So now, how many values do we have on either side of the median? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which makes sense. 7 below the median, 7 above the median makes 14, plus the median makes the 15th value. So now we want to find the middle value for the lower quartile and the upper quartile. Well, if there are 7 values, then you'll have 3 on either side of the median. So 13 would be the lower quartile. And then if you do the same thing on the other side, 43 would be the upper quartile. So now we're going to just make a box plot with that data. I'm going to pause the video, and you should do that too, so you can draw the box plot. So if you start with the median of 29, the lower quartile 13, the upper quartile of 43, and then we have a greatest value of 64, and the least value of 4, and then you just draw the box and the whiskers. And that's it. How'd you do?